Hello and welcome back. In this episode, we're looking at the Stage 4 tune and cams from 550 Performance. Previously, I had the Stage 3 setup, which was the 301cc big bore and the CBR camshafts. You can see here the dyno graph, with 31 horsepower being our output. Now, what I've done is swapped out the CBR cams and put in 550 Performance sports cams and the matching tune. Now we receive 34 horsepower and a slightly different dyno graph. When we compare the dyno graphs, I've superimposed the Stage 4 on top of the Stage 3. You can see there that the Stage 4 has more horsepower. The power curve is higher, but it gives away a little in the low to mid range. So, what's this actually going to be like to ride? What's it going to be like on the street? And more importantly, what's it going to be like in the bush? Let's go and find out. I need to apologize again. I haven't fixed my audio problem, so it's a little bit shit. I was too excited to test this Stage 4, so please bear with me.
This is the first actual ride of the 550 Performance Stage 4 kit, which is the race cams and the matching tune that goes with the 301cc big bore. No cars coming. I have fired it up a few times, but this is the actual first running of it. Make sure that guy doesn't hit me. Okay, so first impressions, similar to what the dyno graph would show, or does show. Feels, I don't know if soft's the word, less than the Stage 3 down below. So here I'm at 5.5, and this is where the Stage 3 will start pulling from here. Whereas now I feel this is pulling from more like the 6.5. But it's still smooth, still plenty of power on the road. But I'm really interested to see how it goes in the bush. So I'm going to do my usual test ride, which is suburban streets to the freeway, up the freeway to the bush, and my usual test loop, and we'll see what it's like when I've put, a good 50 or 60 or 100 kilometers on it. At the moment, initial impressions are I'm missing my Stage 3, but it is smooth, and I'll reserve my actual impression, my actual thoughts, until we've got a few Ks on it. So I'll check back with you soon.
On the freeway, the Stage 4 was really nice. The power and the power delivery in the top end made 6th gear very usable, and as you can see here, overtaking uphill is just a little twist of the wrist away. Something that you could do with Stage 3, but I found Stage 3 was always felt like the upper end of the power.
Stage 4 on the freeway is really nice. I was very impressed by its willingness to accelerate uphill in 6th gear from freeway speed. So from 110 to overtake uphill, it's very willing to do that. Okay, I'm in the bush, and I didn't have the camera on for my first little bit because I just thought I'll check out the track. But one thing I can say, this power and this power delivery is addictive. No, it doesn't have the felt pull torque in the mid-range that the Stage 3 has, but what it makes up for in top-end rush and a bit of extra power is addictive. I'm just cruising now to have a chat to you and check out the rest of the track, but I'm going to go back and do what I just did without the camera on. This time I'll do it with the camera on, and hopefully try to capture some of the speed and the power that it now produces. One thing I was concerned about, even on the road and on the freeway, was the fact that it might not have the power or the torque to wheelie, but it does. And I think it's actually easier. Yes, you might need to be a little bit higher in the rev range. Oh boy, but this power, I didn't think I would like it. I honestly really only put these cams and the Stage 4 tune-in as an experiment to fully understand the development of this motor. Whoa. And what Maverick's done at 550 performance. There's a little horsey up there. So I'll get back to you in a sec. Nice little chat to the horsey lady. But yeah, so she's going to be having a ride in here, so I'm just going to... I'll go off and do some side tracks. I don't even see there's some side tracks down here. I'll go see how this works on the slower stuff. But as I was alluding to before, I think I'm addicted. I think Stage 4 is for me. I didn't think it would be. I would almost bet that it wasn't. But on the dirt, it's good. Your revs are higher. You're definitely revving more. But the rewards are more. So, I'll call that a win-win. Look at that. Red line's 10.5. I'm going to use it up to 10.5. Oh, and have a look here. So I've done 44 kilometers since I reset this speedo anyway. Have a look at the top speed there. Obviously, that was done on a friend's property with the airstrip, so definitely not on the road, because that would be bad. But it's definitely at least 10 kilometers an hour faster up top. And that's really good. So I'll continue on, but I am pleasantly surprised and I think a little bit addicted. And now I'm going to go down and put this bike in an environment that I didn't originally think would suit the Stage 4, the power delivery, which is a rougher, more technical, slower speed track. Let's see how it goes. Oh, they've been logging in here and destroyed it. They don't know my track. Damn you, loggers. This is definitely not what I think Stage 4 would like, but let's see how it goes. Well, it's made it up easily. Unfortunately, it doesn't go anywhere, so I'll get back to you when I'm on a track that actually works. That wasn't as easy as I'd hoped to get back down from there. The rear end dropped in there, the back wheel, and I nearly dropped it. I kept it up and I wiggled it around here, and now we're almost pointing the right way, so we'll continue. But it's what I love about this bike. You can take it places you wouldn't dare. Whoa, geez, that's loose. With big adventure bikes. Let me just show you here. I'll get on the flat. So on the flat, not moving, second gear. It takes off fine. Very versatile. And that's not actually helping my addiction, or helping to cure my addiction. So I'm doing all this in second gear. And it's doing it easy. Now I'll just check that my horsey lady's gone. I did speak to her. There she is. So I'll continue this way and see if I can show you the fun of the top end. Something I couldn't do before, spin the back wheel uphill, around corners, pulling out of corners. So, the power's there. Stop here in the shade for a minute. The power's there. It's just higher, as we expect, as we see in the dyno graph. What we don't see in the dyno graph, or we do, but we don't pay attention to, is that rush and that pull up the top. It's addictive. It doesn't have the mid-range. That's obvious. If you look at stage 3, the mid-range is a lot meatier. The mid-range is stronger in stage 3, but the top end is weaker. And I didn't think I'd be willing to make that trade-off, to trade off my mid-range, my low to mid-range, for mid to high. But, as I said, I think I'm addicted. I'm definitely impressed. I didn't think I would like it in the bush, but I do. I really like it. Let's continue on and see what I think after a few more Ks. Just pulled off the main track, and again, I'm on a side track, and I just want to show you what it's like living with stage 4, just putting around. So I don't know this track. I can see there's been bikes on it, so it must go somewhere, or I don't know. But I'm in third gear, just cruising, exploring. Track's a bit rough, so it'll be interesting. So it'll probably be a better experiment when I come back up this. So stand by. I'll get to the bottom, I'll turn around, I'll come back up it, because just rolling down isn't showing you anything. The more I ride it, the more it's making sense to me. The more I can appreciate where the power is and where the losses are. And yes, there's losses in felt, I'm going to call it power now, felt power in mid-range. And the dyno graphs show that. But what it gives you in top end and mid to top, I think it's worth it. Look, I'm just riding very slowly, and it's no less powerful than stock. Whoa, that was wet. It's probably, it does show under, I think I don't have the dyno graph in front of me, but I think under like 2 or 3 it was less. But look, I'm never there. I'm pretty much just walking pace, and I'm at 2.5, I'm 3 grand now. Like, I'm not going to apply any power until 3,000 RPM. So yeah, it might be a bit softer 3 to 6, but it's not bad. It's not, you do notice the difference between stage 3, but stage 4 down low, there's not bad. I'm not as easily at low speed popping the front wheel up, and that's probably the main difference. Where in stage 3, with stage 3, at lower speeds, at lower revs, it was easier to pop the front up. And look, there might be situations where I would prefer that, but for me, I like to ride fast. I want this bike to feel powerful, or as powerful as it can for a little bike. And this stage 4 has given it to me. It's doing it. It's making the bike feel more powerful. Whereas before, and I especially noticed this on my last ride, where I did that 3 days with 9 other bikes, ranging from 500s up to T7s, 700cc twins. Sure, in the tighter stuff, I was quicker than them and I could do it easier on the harder stuff. Out on the road, I kept my own, but I felt like you'd rev out of gear and you'd get to the power ceiling. The power would taper off, but the revs would keep going, and that's what made the bike feel less powerful. Whereas now, the revs keep rising and the power keeps rising. And as I said, it's addictive. It's good. I think the trade-off is worth it. Now, here's that hill. Okay, so I'm going to stick in second gear. And I'm at 20 kilometers an hour. I'll work that out in miles an hour for you when I get home. But look, it's got torque. I'm backing off. I'm accelerating. It doesn't have the mid-range pull that stage 3 does, but it's probably easier to get traction because it's more linear down below. It's more linear everywhere. That was easy, like no problems. As I said, maybe even easier because of the power delivery. But this is third gear now. From, you can see my revs, 3,000 RPM. Got it second now. Let's get out of here. Definitely no problem. Look at this track. This is shitty. I'm going to drop way back. I was nearly stopped. 6 kilometers an hour. Second gear. A little bit of clutch to take off, but doing it fine. And then some good top end on that gear. And that's what I'm liking. I'm liking the top end on the gears. It feels more powerful. It feels like it is better. It feels like a bigger, better motor because the more you rev, the more power you get, and it feels good. Whereas before, the more you rev, you didn't get that power. So yes, I'm digging the power delivery. All right, well, we're here on a tour of Sean's shitty tracks. And I just want to show you this one. So I'm in second gear in the bottom end. Oh, that was a wheelie, didn't expect that. And I'm climbing this hill. I'm in the, whoa, that's big. Down, look at the revs, it's like 2.5 and it's pulling. If you can't tell, this is a steep hill. And stage 4's done it easy. As I said before, I think it's actually easier on the technical stuff because it's very linear and smooth. Then when you get out to the open road, it just keeps going. I think I've already made my mind up, and I don't think it'll be hard to guess, but I like it. I think I'm keeping it. the main things I like about it are, surprising really, the power delivery. Very smooth and linear. But once it gets to that mid-top, there's more. And having the power curve up there makes the bike feel more powerful. I can spin the back wheel, slide it around corners. Things that I thought I'd have to give up on this little bike are now possible again. So, but as I was saying, what you trade off in bottom to mid is noticeable, but for me, it's worth it. It doesn't feel, look, I'm cruising, I'm at 50 kilometers an hour, 4.5 grand. Accelerates, no great pull here, but it's smooth, it's fine, and then if I want to, downhill's going to help, but I just wind it on. I don't even have to change gear. Slow down. Slide in the back wheel. It's steering with the rear wheel. It's doing everything the powerful bikes do. But yet it's still this little docile, easy to ride CRF 300. If you're happy to rev and you like if you like speed, stage 4 is the way to go. You are giving up mid-range, in my opinion. Worth it if speed and power is something that you're attracted to. And probably, I said it before, the CRF 300L guys, the trail bikes, I think they're probably the stage 3, just because I think they'll spend more time at slower speeds. They won't be on the freeway. They won't be pretending they're a rally race through the forest tracks like me, putting it sideways, revving 3rd and 4th gear out to 10,000 RPM. But some of us like that. If you're like me, and you like that, you want more power, really consider stage 4. I think I'm sold. Anyone want to buy a good CBR cams and stage 3 tune? I'm buying everyone for sale real soon. See, look at that, just from slow speed, still got the power to pick the front up, spit the back out. Yeah, really nice. Maverick, well done. You were right. I love it.
Well, there you go. That's my take on the 550 Performance Stage 4 tune and cams. I didn't think I'd like it. I did it just out of process and experiment, but I'm sold. I'm going to give these a real good workout over the coming months, let you know how they perform in the real world with other bikes, and see if they have any effect on reliability. I doubt they will. Our little bikes love to rev. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.